At you live.
Welcome everybody. Welcome back to Splatoon. We're joined by Jenny. Jenny's a dude now.
Coming at you live from.
But how's it going? Welcome back, Jenny. We were looking earlier. It's been like 6 months since we streamed together, which is wild to think about.
Yeah, right. That's crazy. Where the boys at? Where the boys at?
Yeah, for real.
I gotta get this text.
Let me get the chat going in the stream, and then we gotta get through all the news here. Splatoon rate. What are your thoughts on Splatoon Raiders, by the way? I'm curious. I don't think we've talked about that.
It'll be interesting to see the to see how just like a side game just plays out. Because if it goes good, then they might have more side games and have more time to focus on multiplayer content. 'Cause they have more time in between, you know.
Right. I hope so. Honestly, like
It's been a while since we did this.
like for me, like I've always thought Splatoon had
Phenomenal single player.
like for a multiplayer shooter, phenomenal
No, it's really good.
Especially the DLC, like the single player modes in general.
Yeah, that DLC is good. Give me 5.
Okay.
Give me 5 seconds. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, like the DLC especially has been like some of the best DLC in general for like any Nintendo game. It's kind of awesome, so I'm interested to see how it all plays out. But anyways, it's a Splatfest. We're Team C. Go Team C. And we'll get started here soon. Pin message. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. How do we do this? I haven't done this in a while. Cue me up. Put me in.
What's Splatoon? Ah, it's Callie Marie. It's been so long since I've actually participated in a Splatfest.
Really?
The last one I participated in was only like for the first like 2 hours, and that was the final fest.
Really? Did we play that one together?
No, I was going on a cruise the next day. That's why I only played a few hours of it. But I had a friend. My friend was over because we were going on the cruise. It was like it was always the big deal Splatfest where I was going on a cruise the next day or something like that.
I remember that. That was so funny.
Yeah.
That was like the first one too.
So the first one, so Splatoon's launch day was when I was on a cruise. Then what else was it? The DLC launched while I was on a cruise, and then the final fest I was on a cruise that weekend as well.
That's so funny.
It'd just be like that. I was also on a cruise when Xenoblade 3 Future Connected dropped.
I remember that.
And
somehow you still got ahead of us.
Yeah, so what happened
Almost.
is that, so you don't get cell service or anything like that, but we were in a port that was a U.S. territory, so I was able to connect to U.S. cellular networks.
That's so funny.
And so I used my phone's hotspot to connect, because I had Wi-Fi on the ship, but because it's one of those, what'd you call it? The ones where you have to like put in go through like a home screen menu and stuff like that. It was one of those things, so like the Switch can't do that. So I couldn't get in and like hook up to it to do that. So I had to wait, and I used my phone's hotspot and did it that way. And I downloaded the DLC. But there was like a day where literally just sat on the beach all day, which was fun. But the whole time I sat on the beach, I was just playing my Switch. Like
getting that sun.
Like the true nerd that I am, I was eating some mozzarella sticks, some chicken sandwiches, and playing some fucking Xenoblade, baby.
Was that the time when the one attendant was like, "Yo, you playing Ryza?"
Yes. Oh my God, yeah. Or no. I don't know if he recognized. So actually, he did recognize Ryza, but he recognized it because he's like, "Oh, there's an anime coming out for this soon, isn't there?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's a JRPG," and apparently they're making like an. I was like, I didn't know about it because I wasn't watching anime at the time. So right. I was just like, oh, like I didn't know that, but like that's kind of cool. But yeah, it's a pretty popular JRPG. Speaking of Ryza, did you see what I sent you on Twitter this morning?
The deluxe, right?
A deluxe trilogy pack.
How much is that going to cost?
I have no idea, but I'm buying it anyways.
When I'm done with Yumiya, that's perfect.
Oh, did you finally finish it?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Once I went on that trip, like I didn't have, you know.
But I'm excited that there's a Switch 2 version, but there's also, you know, if you want to do PS5, like there's a PS5 version, but...
Oh, I'm going to do PS5.
I think, I honestly, I'm obviously going to get the Switch 2 version, but, you know, I feel like that's going to be the best one just because you can take it portably. And it's going to fix all the, I mean, it's going to fix all the bugs and everything like that. I mean, those games ran... Ryza 3 had a little hiccups on Switch 1 here and there, but
really?
That was because it was a Switch 1. Obviously, just how Yumiya was kind of like buggy. Not buggy, but stuttered a lot.
You pick up items every 5 seconds, and not even every,
Yeah.
it was less. Like, it's crazy how it messed up all of that time.
Yeah, like Yumiya would just kind of, it would stutter every time you picked up an item. I thought Yumiya was great, but I didn't like it as much as I liked Ryza. I didn't understand the mechanics or the... I think it was the fact that I couldn't figure out the synthesis, yeah, and the alchemy of it.
Yeah, synthesis got a lot to it. I'm still
Like,
trying to learn that too, but the
Right.
auto-synthesis really helps. I usually just use that.
That's all I did.
It's like, okay,
honestly.
my mindset is, okay, I just pick up a lot of items, I get good items, I get good upgrades, and then the auto will just make it good for me, you know?
Right, exactly. Because, like, I mean, like, I did that, but I also couldn't figure out... Because, like, the auto, like, I could never get, like, a good weapon out of it.
Really?
So I was always, like... You know, no matter how good the auto synthesis was, like, I still couldn't get a good weapon. So, like, you know, even at, like, a level 99, like, I was still struggling.
Really?
Yeah. But I ended up getting it, which was good. But you know, I thought Yumiya overall was great. You know, I preferred the, and it was probably because I was more used to Ryza's, because I went through Ryza 1, 2, and 3. You know, in order to get to that point.
Now I wonder when I go to Ryza, if I'm just gonna be like, oh wow, like Ryza, maybe Ryza's gonna feel weird to me, you know?
I think if you start with 1, it'll probably make more sense.
Yeah, if I get that deluxe pack, I'll just start with 1, go to 2, 3.
Right. And there's
I'm trying to tell you, Sophie. Honestly,
I've thought about that. Atelier Sophie's supposed to be. I don't know if that's the original one or if that was just the one before Ryza, but that was supposed to be pretty good too. The fact that it's like a trilogy pack, and I think they said all 3 games are getting bonus content, which is awesome. That's crazy. That
really?
Yeah, the fact that all 3 are going to get bonus content is pretty impressive.
What are they gonna add? Like story or like costume?
Apparently there's a new character and then there's new story elements.
What?
An
That's
entirely
so cool.
so I don't know if it's going to be an entirely new character throughout the entire series, or if it's like a new character per game, or maybe it's just the last game gets the new character and the new story. But even then, so you're getting a big graphics patch with all the DLC included. You know, like I think it's gonna be a great.
Oh yeah,
you know,
sure.
version.
I'll have to try that out.
Yeah,
I haven't
I'll
had
definitely
too
get
much
it.
time to get back into gaming yet, but I mean,
Yeah.
I'm definitely like I'm having a good time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta
Yeah.
open this door. I gotta get some fresh air in here.
I'm definitely excited to, you know, more games to come out on Switch 2. It is coming this year, by the way. It comes out this year, which is kind of awesome given that Yumiya just came out.
Yeah, right.
But I think they also saw that Ryza was their best-selling one. And so they were probably like, let's do some definitive editions now that it's super popular. Because Ryza 3 is the one that went crazy.
Yeah, because now they wanna like amp up their good game, you know.
Like, I think they said they're done. They're like done with Ryza in particular, but at the same time, like, you know, it was definitely the most popular in the series.
So did Ryzen need 3 games to finish the whole story?
They were kind of all their own individual stories, but you could definitely tell throughout that, like, yeah, there was something before this. if that makes any sense. Like when you're playing
Yeah.
2, like they were like, oh yeah, like just like that adventure we did that one time, and it's like, yeah, that was in the last game.
Oh.
Which I thought I kind of liked that. You know, like Tears of the Kingdom, you didn't get that, which is good for Tears of the Kingdom. But at the same time, like, you know, there are certain games where it's like, you know, I do like when they reference, you know, the last iteration.
No, I do too. No, I think that's really fun for the continuity of things. Xenosaga is all continuation. You know, like you have to watch them. Or you
Right.
have to play them.
And then there's Xenoblade that's not like that.
Right,
Like,
right.
it is... The best part about Xenoblade is that it is, but it isn't. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can play
You can
one...
do it in any order, and it
Right.
won't ruin the story.
You can play 1, 2, and 3 all separately and all individually in no particular order.
Right.
The only thing that you're going to miss in 3 alone is that there's going to be maybe a couple Easter eggs or a few references.
It's references, yeah.
Like, you'll know where Melia and Nia come from. And then you're going to notice, like, certain landmarks.
But then again, I wonder how special it would be if you started with 3 and then went back to 1. You're just like, whoa, so that's who that character is? She was a party member, you know?
Right, right.
So I think it would be interesting doing it the reverse way, but I'm glad I did it the way I did. You
Right.
know?
I played 2 first. And 2's my favorite still to this day.
Oh, 1's my favorite game of all time.
Of all time. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Xenosaga 3 is a close follow-up, I think. There was a time I considered Xenosaga 3 as my favorite game, but I'm just like, I can't leave my roots behind, you know?
Wow.
I can't just change.
Can't just change up like that.
No. No.
Uh-oh. I think we're fine. Oh, we definitely won that. Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with the Xenoblade franchise in general.
Yeah, right? That'll be real cool to see.
'Cause I feel like we're due for a Monolith game pretty soon.
I hope so. Well, we just got Xenoblade X.
Yeah, but that was a port.
Right.
I mean, like, if you look at it, it was like with X. So you got X, then 2 years later we got 2. Then a year after that we got the DLC. Then 2 years after the DLC we got the port. Then 2 years after the port we got 3, and then 2 years, I guess 2.5 years, 3 years after the port we got an additional port, or I guess after the game we got, you know. Or no, so 22. So 2 years after Definitive Edition, we got 3. Then the year after that, we got, you know, the DLC. So then 2 years after the DLC, just like the last time around, we got X. So now technically, you know, I don't think we're gonna get any DLC this year, but like we could be in line like relatively soon if you really go off of like patterns. You know what I mean? But there's also,
No, I see what you mean.
there's also like this hidden, not hidden, but like mysterious like new IP that Monolith has been working on.
Yeah, like
for-
what's that gonna be?
They've been working on it forever. Like the original job posting for this, they like referenced a new IP, or like they referenced some sort of like game, and it's like, well, Monolith doesn't make a game like that right now, so it's got to be a new IP at least. But like, the original job posting for that game was back when the Switch 1 launched.
Really?
It was, yeah.
Monolith's also been really busy with Splatoon, Breath of the Wild, and the Xenoblades, you know?
Right, and they worked on, I think they worked on
Animal
Mario.
Crossing, I think?
They worked on Animal Crossing. I think they worked on Mario Kart World as well.
Really?
Yeah, they work on everything. They're basically like, they're just kind of like the guys. Like they,
They're just the guys.
they're the guys that they go to whenever they need to just like polish up a game when it's done, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I think the stream is back. Hold on. My PC crashed. We're there we
Are
go.
we chilling?
I think we are. There's there's nobody watching the stream anyway to tell us if it's working or not, so that's fine. But I think so. We'll find out.
Yeah, we're just back on the same stream. Okay.
Alright, we're chilling. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess I never hit end stream technically, so it just like kept going.
Yeah, no, it does that. I haven't more time for you still.
Alright, I got a new lobby open up for us.
I just realized we're blue because water's blue.
Wow, you put that together. Congratulations. Very good job.
I just realized I saw the fish in the water and I was like, wow. Fish are in the deep blue sea. What is land? Brown?
Green. Like the
Green?
earth.
Okay. What's air? White?
Pink. Or no, land is yellow.
Land is yellow, so like sand?
Yes. Like a beach, I guess. I don't know.
Then what's
Then-
the sky?
It's
Gray?
pink. Pink.
What is it?
Pink.
It's pink?
Yes.
So in other words, the only one that really makes true sense is ours.
Correct, because that's the best choice.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna win this.
Yes. The hell is that?
That was me. Time to get painting. Oh yes. So yeah, Xenoblade's a good game. Xenosaga's a good game.
Yeah. Their Splatling just walked straight over here.
Fell off.
Did you see that?
Oh. Yeah, I saw it. No, I did not see it. What?
They're they have a Splatling and they literally just like they just walked, literally walked. They didn't swim, they didn't shoot, they did nothing. They just walked over
Remember that
to our
stick drift,
side.
maybe?
We just walked straight to our side.
What?
I was like, okay,
That's so funny.
good start.
He's fighting now.
Yeah.
Then where are the boys at?
Ain't nobody coming to the stream. What do you think? It's like the tough part is like I do genuinely want to like revive this channel, but like there's literally nobody that shows up anymore. So it like there's times where it's just like,
If you
do I even bother?
started promoting yourself and stuff, then you would be able to.
Yeah.
If you like try to promote it, you know.
Yeah, I mean I just promoted my Discord server, which is also dead. But yeah, I don't know. Like sometimes it's just like, what am I doing? But at the same
No,
time,
I see what you mean.
as long as I have fun with it, that's really all that matters. So it's kind of like back
We're
and
making
forth. Like,
memories, you know.
right, like sometimes it's just back and forth, like, what am I doing? But at the same time, I'm just, like, kind of just chilling, having fun. So it's all that really matters.
Yeah, you might be able to build a new community, you know.
Right. I think a lot of people left after a certain few kind of took over for a bit. Who I haven't talked to in forever.
Talk to them sometimes.
Yeah, I haven't talked to them in forever. Dang it.
Look at that.
Big rip.
What weapon shall I use today?
Yeah, I feel like I should change.
What would even be good right now?
It's a good question, to be honest.
Let me try mini Splatling.
Go for it. I'll probably go to Squelcher after this.
Okay, okay.
If no one ends up coming to the stream, then I'll probably just end it, you know, within the next, 20 minutes or so.
Okay, I think that's fair.
we haven't
Then we can chill.
We have not had a single person show up yet. That's brutal.
Where did the boys go?
Yeah, where my dog's at.
You remember how fun it used to be to have Bob, E-Man, and everyone here?
Literally every E-Man and Vocal sometimes show up to like the Mario Kart streams like occasionally.
Really? Yeah, I remember Vogue. Vogue was cool.
Yeah. They're all chill.
Think about how much like a lot of our like people must have like grown up now too, you know?
I know. I think because I remember honestly, like I think it was either him or Vogue or E-Man that mentioned it, but they're like, yeah, I like started watching you in like 8th grade or something like that.
What?
And
That's
they're
crazy.
like, because I started this back in like 2021, which now it's been like 4 years, and so he's like getting ready to go off to college and shit like that. And I'm like,
18.
what the fuck,
That's
dude?
insane. Imagine having that, man. That's like when I used to watch like some of my YouTubers back in the day, you know?
I mean, there's YouTubers that I still watch to this day that are like that for me.
I think about like Roy, Josh Jepson, Proton
Yeah.
John, all the ones I used to watch when I was a kid. Like,
Yeah.
those are the ones that I have memories about. Like, and think about it. Like, think about it. You are that memory for people. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's a crazy. And like,
You are that memory
honestly, like,
for some people.
with my main channel and stuff like that, like some of my friends that like are now creators as well, that like I make videos alongside and like hang out with now on a pretty semi-regular basis. Like I was that for them too, which is crazy. Like one of my good friends, Caleb, he's also a content creator and like with cruise ships and things like that, and he's like, yeah, like I watched you as a kid. Like, and
Really?
like, he's like, I watched you as a kid, like, that's kind of like what got me started. And I was like,
That's so cool.
one, I feel old. Two, like, damn, that's crazy.
You don't even realize that you are that to someone, you know?
Right.
That's what's kind of special about it, you know?
So the funniest thing is, and Caleb and I are good friends. He's actually one of the only ones in our group that's actually a Nintendo fan as well. So him and I are always like playing Switch and stuff like that when we're hanging out. But the funniest thing is when I met him, he wasn't making videos or any sort of content yet. And so I'm sitting at the port, like watching the ships leave and stuff like that. And I'm like, and like some random kid comes up to me. He's like, "Oh my gosh, you're Brandon. Like, you know, I'm such a huge fan. I've been watching you for so long, yada, yada, yada." And then like, you know, I like see this new like Instagram account like kind of popping up. I'm like, "Oh, like this guy's like semi-local. Like, it's interesting. You know, I wonder who this is." And then and then my friend Justin, who I hang out with, he's like my best friend. He's like, "Oh, like yeah, this guy, you know, so and so is gonna be coming out. I met him like last time I was out here." I was like, "Oh, cool. I've been seeing him a bunch." And lo and behold, it was that kid that came up to me and was
Real
videos,
cool,
stuff like
man.
that. And then now he's a semi big creator and stuff like that, at least on Instagram. So it was pretty funny, like thinking about it. I give him shit about it too. Anytime like somebody asks him, like, yeah, he came up to me like a fangirl for a little bit, and then now he's a content creator too.
That's so cool, dude.
Yeah.
That.
But like for me, it's TJ Hunt is the guy that got me a like, you know, I guess started all those memories and stuff like that, watching videos and stuff like that.
I remember you told me about him.
Yeah, he's a car YouTuber and stuff like that. Watching him and a few other ones, but it was mostly him because I still watch him to this day. But yeah, he's kind of like the one that got me started, at least like with YouTube, because I like, you know, I at least started. I wanted to go into cars, and then, you know, obviously cars are just really expensive, and it's almost impossible to get going with cars. You know, because in order to make videos on a car, you have to spend money for the car, and you know, it becomes really expensive to try to do something like that. So I ended up, you know, going, okay, what else could I do? You know, ended up making, you know, I was like, okay, I'm about to go on a cruise. Maybe I can do something like that, and it kind of took off.
That's so fun.
But yeah, like for him, which is funny because like he's not even into the cars that, at least not anymore. But like, you know, I'm a big Honda person. I love Hondas. I've always been into tuning the Civics and, you know, the Accords, the Integras, things like that. I've been a Honda person from day one. He's done one Honda, and it was like, you know, it was the S2000, which is one that's really hard to get. So it's like, you know, most of the vehicles that I'm like really familiar with are like stuff that he's never even worked on or showed before. So it's like, it's
really
funny. It's funny because then there's this guy that I've started watching lately because he does a lot of Japan stuff, but he's actually a Honda guy. Dustin Williams. They like, you know, like I've always like, oh, I see him in TJ's videos all the time, you know, but I've never really like watched his videos or stuff like that. But like lately, I've been like binging his stuff because I'm like, this dude's a Honda guy. Like, he's got the new FL5 Type R. Like, he's got the car that I want. He's got like my generation Civic, stuff like that. And he also does all these Japan trips, you know, to go, you know, drive cars in Japan and stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, this guy's like more in tune with what I like and what like my style is, but I also always gravitate back. He's kind of like the guy that I've always liked how he did videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And you
that's
know,
your roots, you know.
Exactly, that's kind of like the roots, and this guy that I've always watched, like no matter what, too, which is really cool.
Woo!
All right.
That's so cool. It's just so cool that you can be an inspiration for people. And when people were an inspiration for you, it's like, man, you are that guy to somebody, you know?
Right, exactly. It's pretty cool. It's definitely a weird feeling too, especially like when now like some of those people have like become like good friends with you too.
Yeah, right. It doesn't even feel like a.
like you like inspiring somebody to the point where like you take notice of them because like they've gained traction and they've like kind of like made, you know, kind of established themselves as a creator as well. And then like you finally meet them and they're like, oh yeah, like, you know, I got started because of you. And it's like, wow, like not only did like I just
Wow.
like, you know, inspire somebody, but at the same time somebody that actually like got successful with it as well.
Yeah, right. Like you genuinely set this person up, you know.
Right. I still want to bring Caleb on one of these streams because he's, you know, he's the other Nintendo guy in the group. So I still want to bring him on one of these streams sometime because
Is he a chill dude?
He's super chill. He's funny.
Okay.
He's a menace. He's definitely
Does he play Splatoon?
he sucks at it, but yes.
We play something.
Yeah, I suck at Splatoon too, so but we play Mario Kart together a lot. He's a huge Zelda fan though.
Really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he because we were talking about it one time, like as like you know we were thinking like, oh, like, you know, Switch 2 is about to be announced, blah 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 blah, and he's like sends me this picture. There's a picture of him. He's a total baby in this photo because of how long ago it was now at this point. You know, because I guess like he's 19, about to be 20 this year. And,
Really?
but you know he was 11 or 12 years old. It's a picture of him with the original Switch, along with I think it was the Breath of the Wild amiibo, if I'm not mistaken. Like,
oh my goodness.
like he at least had like a copy of the Switch Breath of the Wild, and had, you know, the original Switch in his hand, and it was a picture. I was like, that's insane. So, you know, he had, because it was the Tears of the Kingdom one, because he got the Tears of the Kingdom OLED when it first came out too. And then he had the Tears of the Kingdom copy and all that, so it was pretty crazy. He was the one that I helped him get the Switch too. Because you remember how I ended up with like 3 different Switches?
Yeah. Also, we got disconnected somehow.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what the fuck?
But yeah, go on.
But yeah, so I like one of the Switch 2s that I had were for him.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. There we go. All right. Bro, what the hell is going on? Usually, like, at least a couple people will, like, hop in and say hi. That's so weird. Literally nobody.
Right? I wonder what they're all doing right now. What's today? Thursday?
It's Friday.
Friday? Damn, it's Friday?
Yeah.
What are the boys doing?
Yeah. But yeah, stuff like that's, like, really cool.
Oh, we're still streaming. Never mind.
Yeah, we are. What were you gonna say?
Nothing.
Honestly, we'll probably end it soon if nobody shows up.
Okay. Okay. There's something remind me.
Oh god.
There's something that I wanted to mention.
Got one. Oh. I got an assist. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Whole wipeout. Wipe me out. Ooh, I try to save you from that. Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, we're going crazy. Oh, just kidding. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, did I tell you that I got a jury duty questionnaire thing that I had to fill out?
Oh, that
So they're
sucks.
considering me for summons. Yeah.
Ugh,
So that might happen.
that sucks.
Well, I just turned that in yesterday, so we got to see how that goes. You know, if they call me in, that could be an interesting experience if I get to take off work. You know.
Yeah, I'd rather sit through work, honestly, than sit through a court case like that.
Really? Why is that?
Jury duty's the worst, dude.
Why?
Because you gotta use fucking PTO and all sorts of shit to do it, and it's also
PTO?
usually most employers are like, no, I'm not giving you the day off for that.
I think that I think that my work accommodates that actually.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. I think.
I mean, you get paid like $100 a day or something like that, which is like, okay, sure,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like, I don't want to be here.
It could be an interesting experience, something new.
Yeah. What you got to do is when you walk in, you'd be like, I'm here to wrongfully convict somebody, and usually they dismiss you.
That's
Or
crazy.
you'd be like, I'm here to convict an innocent man.
Oh my goodness.
Chelsea had gotten that while we were dating, and it ended up being something for CP. And she's like,
crap.
oh, I am not comfortable with this, and they let her go.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Which is
interesting.
understandable, because they're like, yeah, like
They need to make
there's
sure you're not biased, you know?
well, yeah, and there's also like evidence and stuff like that that you have to like sit and watch and go through and stuff like that. So they're like, she's like, no, I cannot do that. That's disgusting. And
Yeah,
stuff
right.
like that, but they let her go. But yeah, jury duty sucks. I think I had it once. I had gotten a thing for it once, but I was a full-time student, so they let me go.
Really?
I got out of it because, yeah, if you're a full-time college student, you don't have to go. Like, they're like, you know, you get your education, you don't go to jury duty.
Interesting. So, the pool of people that do become jurors is probably an interesting, like, demographic of people.
Oh, for sure.
No full-time students, no this or that. Like, they really do take time to pick, hopefully, the most unbiased and fair people, you know?
Yeah. And it definitely sucks if you get, like, a case that, like, just drags and drags and drags.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, some are over and done with in a day. Like, I think my dad had gotten one, like, when I was a kid, and it dragged out for, like, 2 weeks.
No way.
And he's like, this is the worst.
He had to go every morning?
Basically every day for 2 weeks, but at the same time, like, his boss was like, I'm not paying you if you're not going to be here.
Oh, no.
It was a huge mess. Like, it was very illegal what his boss was doing, but at the same time, like, you know, it was a huge thing. But yeah, like, jury duty is the fucking worst. Yeah, we'll stop after this if nobody shows up.
Okay. I want to talk to you about something work related. So it's nothing bad.
Okay.
Just something work related that, you know, you know, you know. No, it's actually nothing that bad. It's just like something that,
Right.
you know, you know, you know,
You know.
you know. This is another reason why it would be hard to get back into streaming, or at least consistently, because it's just like, okay, now we gotta like,
Filter.
it's like it's not necessarily filtering. It's like, okay, like we have a certain amount of type of conversations that we can have, but it's like how much can we just talk about video games every day? You know what I mean?
Right. So like when we were like gaming outside of stream too, it's very diverse topics of conversation.
Oh yeah.
We got two. Come on, that's our stretch. That's our push.
I think I'm gonna use Blob Blobber next.
I don't know. Yes!
Woo!
Let's go. Alrighty. Well, for the 0 people watching, I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time.
Hope you guys liked this replay.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the replay.